All right, welcome to another edition or winning edition of Between the Lines, fueled by Gatorade. Vikings winners over the Carolina Panthers today, 34-28. I'm alongside voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen, my guy Nacho Leber. Ben, you were on the field during the game, and you were there when KJ Osborne had the 27-yard touchdown, and the sideline went crazy. We needed this win.
Oh, we needed that. I mean, to think about if we are on the opposite side of that, where defensively we give up 66 yards on fourth down on that final drive in regulation. I mean, it would have ripped everybody's hearts out for 571 yards of total offense at the end of the game. Are you kidding me? And we lose a game like that? I mean, so, yes, we needed to win this game badly.
Adam Thielen, you did an interview with him afterwards, and he said, hey, how about number 8? How about that guy?
Yeah.
We need to give some credit to him.
Right. I mean, three touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 68% on the completion was actually is right around where he should be, but a little low from where we're used to him. And Kirk Cousins, whether it's the end of the Cincinnati, Arizona, Detroit game today, man, when this thing becomes helter-skelter and a frenzy and you just got to hustle, Kirk has been impeccable. And, man, I'm just so happy he's the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. He is just playing so well right now.
For sure. I got to give a shout-out to KJ Osborne. 6 receptions, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. He had the 27-yarder. But 56 of those 78 yards came on the last drive of the game and then in overtime. So a guy stepped up in big moments and big plays.
And that's a tough catch, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a tough catch front left of the end zone.
And he reached.
Well, that's a tough catch and a run. And how about the one before that where he's going the opposite direction across the field, and he had a defender draped on him, and it was actually a nice defensive play, but the concentration and the strength to hold on to the ball. I mean, when we need him to be clutch, there's KJ.
Yeah.
You know who was clutch today?
Nice job, boy.
That was a really soft high five, but I'll take it.
But our defense played very hard today and very strong. Only 108 yards given up in the first half, 102 given up in the second half outside of the 96-yard drive on the last drive of the game for the Carolina Panthers. It was pretty stout.
Well, and they harassed Sam Darnold all game long. They had him running for his life. You know, they got us a little bit at the end of the game with a bunch of those quarterback scrambles. That's going to happen when we played as much man coverage as we did today. But 3 takes.
Yeah.
We got 3 takeaways. What else can you ask from the defense? I would have liked more than 10 points off of those takes. Yeah. But, hey, man, the defense is doing what it needs to do, and it seems like it's getting better each and every week.
I text you about 3 or 4 times during the game. You kept saying sudden change, sudden change. We got to score points in sudden change. Where we scored enough points to win the game, PA, and that's all that matters.
Well, you're gifted, man, doing stats and spotting for the Vikings radio network and texting Nacho during the game and hitting all the right numbers. It was just another spine tingler, and, Nacho came into the Lions game going, hey, we're probably going to win this game, and how about some style points, and we didn't get it. And style points and stylistically sound, that beauty is unto the eye of the listener if you're listening to KFAN, because this was a tight one against a team I know we're better than, and I would take our roster 10 out of 10 times over theirs. But it came down to a situation, quite honestly, it shouldn't have. So now you get the bye, get that thing right, come home on Halloween, and have plenty of treats. And not too many tricks from the Cowboys. Man, I can't wait already.
One more week into that game because we get a bye week coming up. But I got to talk about, before we get to that bye week and close this segment out, it's Christian Darrisaw.
Yeah.
First NFL start today. I'm not going to put the 0 sacks on him, but he was 1/5
0 sacks
of the guys
wow, that's right.
that didn't give up a sack for this offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey, man, there were times where they got beat. That's going to happen. But 0 in the sack column. Credit to those guys up front. Yeah. Credit to Kirk at times for shrugging off a would-be Brian Burns on a sack.
Last drive of the game.
Darrisaw, I was watching him throughout the game, and I think he's got to clean up some technique stuff. He gets a little lobster clawy with his punch and his pass protection, but boy, is he strong. I mean, once he gets his hands on those guys, they just stop in their tracks, and he doesn't let go. They don't have a counter move. They're not allowed to. They're not able to do that. So he's got a great anchor, strong upper body. The guy played outstanding today.
PA, last thing. We're 3-3 going into the bye. That's what we all wanted, and we finally got it. So moving forward.
That's what we wanted as the season went on. I mean, Nacho and I on KFAN, we do it every single year. People want season-long predictions. I put the Vikings on 11 wins, 11-6. I had them 4-2 at this stage. So, you know what? I'll take the 3-3 in seeing how the games have gone. I know we should have beaten Arizona. I mean, they're undefeated into today, and quite honestly, the Vikings outplayed them. I'll take that 3-3.
Yeah.
When Thielen walked over to you for that interview, man, I mean, he's tired and just banged up, and he needs the bye, man.
Yeah, 10 receptions, over 100 yards. Your interview with him was phenomenal. But for Thielen, what can you say about him going forward, especially a game where
tough guy.
He stood out and made plays.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, and he's Mr. Reliable.
Yeah.
Whenever we need a play, we got to have one. Whether it's first down, whether it's a red zone play, whether it's third down. He's more than just a possession receiver, and I think that's where he throws a lot of people off. They're like, oh, he's just kind of turned into a possession receiver now with JJ.
It works.
That's not the case.
And
I mean,
KJ.
he's still a go-to guy. Now we've got 3 dynamic weapons out there.
And Tyler Conklin, 3 receptions, 71 yards today. But we got to get out of
Aquaman's day.
Crazy,
Holy
right?
cow,
Well,
man.
Minnesota Moving Company, everybody complains about the Vikings offensive line every minute of every day. We had Dalvin run for well over 20 and get a touchdown, well over 100 and get a touchdown, and no sacks on Kirk. I mean, seriously, Vikings offensive line, hell yes.
Vikings fans, do what my Apple Watch told me today right before Greg Joseph missed his field goal. Breathe. We are 3-3 going into the bye.
Go ahead.
For Nacho Leber, PA on the mic, my name is Gabe Henderson. See you guys after the Dallas win.